Well, hello. Still here, Pueblo, Colorado, Arkansas River, upstream from Dutch Clark Stadium. Just taking a walk through these weeds here. Gonna get over into a nice little section of the river I haven't been able to catch anything out of for a while. See if we can't get something today. Weather right now is in about the high 40s, somewhere in there. Supposed to top out 50s. Water looks like it's flowing, but not very high, maybe 90 or 100 cubic feet a second. Water temperature definitely is probably still in 38, 37 degree area. So it's still cold, but there's enough warmth that there could be a hatch or something going. But we're gonna head down here. Whoop. We're like gonna slide down here, and we're gonna make our way over towards that rusty area over there on the wall, wherever that rust spot is, just to give you an exact area. And that's where we're gonna start. Got the Tenkara rod today, 12 foot, go true. Brought my one handy dandy box of flies. Well, it's got a couple in it, but quite a variety of woolly buggers. Oh, lost an indicator. Oh, it wasn't an indicator, that was a orange egg. And there's a plethora of stuff in here, from little midges, nymphs, mergers, some weird things I've tied up that just don't look right. But today we're gonna throw on one of these woolly buggers with a olive, and I guess it's kind of a red or pink, but with some lead eyes on it. Shouldn't need any extra weight, but if anybody wants to know what I usually fish with, I usually fish with these olive woolly buggers with the big eyes on them. Some of the other ones, they work, but hardly ever get anything on any other color but olive around here. It seems to be the go-to color when it comes to these fish. Got my couple handy dandy popsicle sticks with some backing material on them that I use as my leader, I should say. Works pretty good. It's definitely strong enough, that's for certain. And which one do I want to use today is the question. Well, if I take this one, well, yeah, we'll just tie up a whole new rig. We'll just go with a new piece of line. That way I can get what I need amount of line out, because I think I'm gonna need probably 15 or 16 foot of a leader here. So I'll get some of this out here. There's 5, 10, and we'll go about 2 feet, and then the rest of that will all be tippet material, is what it'll all be. You know what? Look at that. I got this thing stuck up underneath my arm and about broke the tip on it. Well, these rods are real tiny on the end. Like this right here is, I think, 15 or 20 pound test, and in comparison to the tip of this rod that might be 1 mil around, it's pretty small. As you take and you run that Lillian, there's probably somebody who's saying that's not how you say that, but yeah, you run that Lillian through there twice, just like that, and then you go ahead and snug it down right up to that. Okay, now we'll measure out our 15 by 12 feet. There's 4, 9, right about there. Looks good to me. And then we got 2 foot access. That's okay. Just cut her off. Not like this backing material is very expensive. You can get a lot of it for a lot. I mean, not a lot. You can get a lot of it for a relatively low price. For the price of a large roll of this stuff, couple hundred yards, you can purchase one roll of tippet for that same price, which is just ridiculous, because tippet's just 2-pound test line, and I can't figure out how they want to sell it for that much money. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves out about 3 feet of 4X here. Okay, now whenever you're doing that figure 8 knot, you just tie that figure 8 first, and then you just take your other piece of material here and you just retrace everything you've already done. So you go back up over the top, back around through, grab it from underneath, and then stick it back through this section over here. Make sure you're keeping it on the right sides at all times. Oh, it slipped out of my fingers. Big sausage fingers. Well, shucks. Can't get a hold of it. My fingers are not precise enough. Oh, it just likes to slip out of my fingers. Well, I thought I was just going to tie this like a magician real quick right in front of the camera here. Okay, figure 8. Make sure you always wet it, regardless what kind of material you're working with. It's always best to have a little bit of moisture on that knot. You got to keep that friction down, because if you don't keep the friction down, whenever you get a fish on, friction will heat up, and that'll be the end of your material there. This woolly bugger's got some, or yeah, I guess it's kind of a woolly bugger, but it's tied on a size 10 scud / nymph hook with I think it's 1/32 or 1/40 of an ounce lead eyes on it. So it's not very heavy, but you'd think it is by the way it enters the water. I almost hooked myself in the lip there. All right, look at that. All right, so now that we've made it to that step, I forgot to get out an indicator, which I like to use these little stick-ons. They tend to be really effective at not making a whole lot of surface disruption when it hits the water. It barely makes any kind of thing. So if you're going to use one of these, it's a lot more helpful than using a large indicator. I've had problems with that splash scaring fish off. Okay, now that we've made it to the stage of everything tied on, we're going to go ahead and telescope this cheap rod out. Cheap but effective and good. Can't beat it. You know, I got $100 rods at home, and that's not even the tip of like what rods can cost. You know, I got a $100 rod at home that I use for fly fishing, which isn't even that expensive, but it works good for me. But this $20 Tenkara rod, I've had more luck with it in weirder places than I've ever had with that fly rod. Although that fly rod is good, it just doesn't work that well. What do we got here? That kind of looks like a trout, but it's not. What kind of fish is this? Dead down here on the bottom. Ah, a little baby sucker. Looks like somebody's beat him up pretty good. We'll put them back in there for the turtles to eat, because there are some turtles down here. All right, well, now that we've had the sidetrack journey of inspecting a dead sucker, I caught one of those yesterday down there in the river walk. I was really surprised, but also happy at the same time. It's just one of them things that you don't really get to catch very much anymore. Seems to be everybody catches them and thinks that they're a nuisance and they just kill them, which I don't agree with, because I think if you're going to kill something, you're going to eat it. You don't kill something and just leave it. That's not how you do things. So we'll see if I can't touch the levee with it. Oh, almost touched the levee with it. Keep the rod tip down, let it sink a little bit. Give a little action. A little more action. But not doing like fast jerks. You just do like a nice slow pull. Whenever you do that really fast, erratic pulling, it gets it up off the bottom of the river too much, and sometimes that really quick jerk scares them away. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. That's 22, maybe 22-inch rainbow right there on a Tenkara, $20 rod on a homemade woolly bugger. Once I get this line in my hand, this fish is in the net. Oh, it's a beautiful one. Oh, come back here. Hey, come back here. Oh yeah. That one came in on that pink and crystal flash olive woolly bugger. A beautiful fish, look at that. We got a, oh, I guess he's 18. Is that what that is? 10 and an 8. Big fat female, it looks like. Let's get this rod in the holder real quick. In case anybody's wondering, I just stick the rod down inside my, what do you want to call it there? Not overhauls, my waders. I don't know where that fish has got my fly at. Oh, it's not even in the fish. Ugh. It's a fat one, fat one. Quit wrapping up in all my stuff. Look at how beautiful that rainbow is. Big, fatty, thickness. Let's get it back in the water. There it goes. Maybe some people don't like me because I'm down here with this $20 rod, putting a whooping on everything. Maybe that's what it is. Bam! Oh! Well, you've seen that one. I like to call this the twitch pattern, where it's just like a little twitch on it. Oh yeah. This one's nowhere near as impressive as that one I just lost. That's for certain. But, oh, it's nice and shiny. That's a beautiful rainbow right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really active. Underneath me. Trying to get into the net. Look at the color on that one. Woo! All right. Get that rod in the holder again. Yeah, let's see what we got here. We got a 6 and a 8. Look at the color. Beautiful rainbow. Get you back in there. Bye, little buddy. That came in on the twitch. Not even a strip. That was a good 20-minute session. All right, now we're gonna take a break. Head on over here and we'll go ahead and take a break. Hey, little slimy little rainbow. Come on now. Well, okay. Get in the net. Let's see. 8 and 7. 15. We're gonna go ahead and go straight through the trees here. Come out the other side. Okay, now we got this flipper. Look at that nice shiny. Woo! Back in the water. So that's like trout number 7 or 8 out of this little 1 foot deep puddle back here. We keep putting them out there in the main just because this freezes solid. Well, it used to freeze solid in the winter time. I'm not sure if it is gonna anymore. These temperatures we get these days. It's hard to tell Look at this thing. Big old hole in its side. Kind of looks a little cancerous. Look at that thing. It says it's not very healthy of a rainbow. But I think every fish deserves a good chance of at least living in some fresh, clean, moving water where there's plenty of food. Woo! Woo, 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 woo! Yeah! We got ourselves a good one here. Oh yeah! What kind of trout we got on the other end of this? Oh, he's a one eye? Oh yeah, one eye. Man. Let's see what we got here. We got another, what is that, another 18 there? Well, once it quits shaking around, let's see, 8 and 9, 17. We got a 17-inch rainbow up in the net with one eye. Look at that one eye right there. Missing one. Got one good one. Back in the water with you. Peacefully swimming around right by my feet. Up in the shallows. Woo! What a day. Well, that's gonna do it for me today. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. It's been a great day. Lots of nice, beautiful rainbows on. Just using creative, whatever woolly bugger I want to make up, whatever color, as long as it's got a little green in it, so that way it kind of resembles something natural. That's what's been working for me down here. Yeah. Also like to thank every one of you that subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you. I'll catch you guys on the next one.